Hello, everyone. Sorry, there's a lot of noise, but hopefully, you remember how messy it was on this side of our yard. This is still messy, we'll clean it up, but there used to be piles and piles of concrete and other stuff here. And over here, we had a pile of rocks, piles of like thick logs from the tree we cut, and lots of little branches. Also, lots of other stuff piled on, like chairs that didn't work, things like the mower that the previous owners left, just a lot of junk. And now I can walk through. I can see. This is what everything looks like. Everything is messed up. The sun is going down. And we made zero progress. I didn't get to declutter anything. And now I can walk through. I can see. And look, my goodness, you can see where a gopher maybe or mole has been digging. Anyways, I can access this side of my tree and my yard. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna go ahead. Obviously, there's like trash and stuff, and I think all of this is gonna be great mulch or things to add to my raised beds that are gonna be going on this side of the yard. So I'm gonna go ahead and rake them up right now that the rain has stopped a little bit. Alright, so I stopped doing that because there's a lot of topsoil. Then I realized, and I want to have my raised beds ready over here so that when I'm pulling out that topsoil, I can just add them onto the beds over on this side. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I already started pulling some weeds. And now I'm just going to rake some up before I go inside and get the rest of my day going. But yeah, I went ahead and pulled some weeds, and like I said, it's been raining, so they're pretty easy to pull right now. Good morning, good morning. I just finished having breakfast and I'm getting ready to come outside and look at this beautiful, beautiful place that I'm in. I wanted to just kind of check in. I started a project yesterday, but it got dark and I wasn't able to finish it, so I want to show you what the progress currently looks like and just kind of see a little bit of how the garden is looking. So here you can see that it's springtime. My tulips have started sprouting and they're looking so cute. And I'm excited when more of them are coming out. And then over here, my lilies are going up. I'm not sure what these are, but we'll see what they are. And yeah, it's gonna be great. The project that I was talking about is this here. So I'm doing this raised beds here in the shape of an E, and then I'm hoping to put some potted plants here in the center, or maybe a little fountain. I'm not sure yet, but I didn't get to finish, and so today I'm gonna tackle this project just because this is the place that gets most sun, so it'd be the best place to grow. And then over here is what everything's looking like currently because we got rid of the junk. So that looks good, and I have a vision for it. Obviously I can't execute it right now, and in 2 months my sister is going to graduate and I want to have her graduation celebration here with family and friends, so I'm thinking that this is the area for that. But yeah, the arches are looking good, they're doing good. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that need to be worked on. Like I have to take out the grass from there. I have to weed this. There's just a lot of things going on. Oh, and then these little flowers, I love them. Look at that, they're so cute. I also need to prune back the kale, harvest it, make sure it's good to go. I need to look through my tomatoes, restake it, and cut anything that isn't, like all the suckers. Same with this over here. So yeah, just got a lot of things to do. And then my tulip that was flowering earlier is done, but it got a sprout, so that's great. And then I'm constantly chasing her, and I have to buy fencing for my raised beds because she loves to go in them, and so I have to. Anyways, here, this one is gonna sprout soon, and I'm really excited for it. Super excited. These are also getting some sprouts on them. This one has some like flower buds, so we'll finally see what it is. And yeah, just lots of things going on in the garden. Got my lily, my Easter lily there, with my other rose bush, with my hibiscus up there, and my climbing babies. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue with this main project that I want to show you. All right, everyone, I just finished doing this and I took out most of the weeds that I could, and I raked up all of the topsoil, all the leaves and things that were there at the top, and there's still some pretty good soil Like, look at this. This is some of the pine needles, some of the wood chippings from the branch we cut, some of the sand, or like, I don't know what type of dirt I have, but it's kind of clayey. And look, it's just like moving this here. Look at that. I think that is pretty good soil, or at least something that I could add to my soil that my plants would love. So I raked as much as I could of it from all of this space here. If you remember, it had logs and you just couldn't see anything on this side. And so I got ahead and raked all of that. I still have to do obviously those two little things, but yeah. And I added all of that I raked off over here in this new little bed that I made. Obviously the newer things like the weeds that I just pulled out are over here. So over there I had planted some things already since it was the only bed that I had. I extended it to be part of this little E. I threw everything that came out of there in here and over there. And then this one is also kind of ready for me to start planting. But what I'm gonna do is cover this up with cardboard so I can kill off the weeds as much as possible. And then I want to say by the end of this planting season, in preparation for the next season, I'll be able to start sowing. I'll be able to start adding some topsoil dirt on here to get it ready for some planting. But I think it's gonna be great. And I know I had said that once we moved that, I wanted to add a chicken coop and I wanted to have raised beds over here. But there's two considerations that I know are coming up that I had to keep in mind. The first is that I really, really love my garden beds. As you can see, I think they are beautiful. And I love taking some time to just kind of rearrange and imagine how things can be and look like look at this. This yells spring to me, right? It's like springtime. You can't smell it, but this smells great. You can see the pop of colors over there, and you can see the daisies right there with some chocoyolis there. This lettuce is getting ready to flower, so it can give me some seeds, some aloe vera. And I have little bulbs in here that hopefully will come up, but if not this year, then next year. Lots of great things. I think our little, I'm gonna have to add that like moving thing to just keep this moving, because I don't want mosquitoes living here. I really don't want mosquitoes on here. And also it gets yucky really quick if anything falls into it, but I love it. And it's been capturing that water. It gives me that little fountain oof, and I can come over here when need be. Anyways, I was saying two considerations. The first consideration is that I wanted a area where I can start planting and having my raised beds. Here, obviously, you can see the sun is right there. It rises from over here and it sets over there, which means this is the area that gets most sun compared to that area, which you can see currently is shaded. And over there, I think it's fine because you still see a little bit of sun throughout the day. But here it tends to be pretty shaded because of the tree until the sun is over here, and then we start getting some sun. So I don't think that's the best solution for me if I'm trying to grow some veggies. Second thing to consider, I told my sister I would throw her a graduation party in June, so she's graduating from high school.